Women have come a long way. We're strong, liberated, independent, no longer held down by men.
Heather, give me a beer.
A woman's place. Know it.
Hi, I'm Heather Nixon, and welcome to A Woman's Place, Know It. My friend Adrienne is taking a women's studies course, and she interviewed me about my thoughts on feminism and if I consider myself a feminist. And so this is inspired by my responses to her interview with me. My definition of a feminist is really a copy and paste of what's in the dictionary. A person whose beliefs and behavior are based on feminism. People who advocate for the rights of women on the grounds of political, social, and economic equality to men. At one point, we needed feminism. Women were second-class citizens, and I applaud the women and the men who fought for women's rights. The right to vote, own property, to have our own credit, birth control, etc., to be independent if we choose to be. Unfortunately, feminist has become a negative word to many due to third-wave feminists taking things to the extreme. But maybe on second thought, it isn't unfortunate. On social media, we see the growing "I don't need feminism because" movement. And maybe that backlash against feminism is proof of equality. I do believe there is equality between men and women today, in Western civilization anyway. Equal under the law, that is. But I don't believe we are the same. We are different physiologically and psychologically. I believe those differences should be celebrated. Third-wave feminism tends to vilify women who embrace their femininity and men who are macho and strong. And I'm sick and tired of social justice warrior political correctness. I honestly believe women have the power to make as much money as a man does, and the wage gap is a myth. And any female who needs to put men down to raise themselves up is a hypocrite. They play the victim while saying they are powerful. Demanding quotas doesn't do anything but say they can't get the job on their own merits. Anybody who requires a safe place or wants to ban free speech because they might be offended does nothing but weaken a once powerful women's movement. I'm a child of the 70s, so feminism meant something completely different then. The struggle was real. I remember sitting in a furniture store with my mother. She wanted to buy a new dining room table. And they wanted her ex-husband, my dad's, information to give her credit, even though they'd been divorced for years and she had her own income. Can you imagine the humiliation? Well, let me tell you, she was pissed, and I was drug out of that store by one arm, and we never went back. Most people today don't realize that married or once married women couldn't get credit on their own until the passage of the Equal Credit Opportunity Act in 1974. Until then, they had to access credit in their husband's name or as an appendage of their husband, but never in their individual name. With this legislation, it became illegal to discriminate in terms of credit opportunities based on such things as gender, marital status, race, etc. The situation with my mom was a few years after the passage of that bill, so apparently the store wasn't up on current legislation. Today, we take for granted walking into a store and signing up for that credit card. Why? Equality. I don't consider myself a feminist. I think we have achieved equality, again here in Western civilization. I am equal under the law. I also think things have gone way too far. I believe some women use the allegation of discrimination as a crutch to further themselves instead of earning things on their own merits and skills. But I do want to add, on the flip side, I believe private employers have every right to hire or not hire someone for any reason they choose, just as creditors can deny or approve credit for any reason. But that's another topic entirely. So, again, I'm Heather Nixon. Thank you for watching. This is A Woman's Place. Know it.